Alright, YouTube, I'm back. Wow, I ran into many problems. It's been crazy, but I'll just go through and explain to you everything that I've ran into, so hopefully your guys' build will be a lot smoother. I got a used injection pump from a guy, out in Arkansas, and I should have had it rebuilt before put in, but I was running out of money, so I threw it in, and these delivery valves right here, these first three, just leaking out fuel. The engine didn't want to run, so I got a rebuilt injection pump coming from Pensacola Diesel down in Pensacola, Florida. Yeah, that'll be here Monday. Today's Friday. Well, Saturday morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright, check it out. Again, I got the Auto World motor mounts put in. They fit perfectly. The instructions say down there on the, I don't know if you can see it or not, but down there on the transfer case, you had to swap out these bolts right there with these flathead sinking bolts. I forget what they're called, but alright, check it out. I got the GM air conditioning compressor put in. I got the GM alternator put in. Brand new tensioner, new water pump. I got the Auto World aftermarket pulley that they make put in. That's what it looks like. Their tensioner, tensioner pulley. Pretty cool. It all worked pretty well. Eventually I'd like to get a new turbo, but I think this one will work out for now. I say that now, right? And I go to hook it up and it don't work. But I will be getting a new turbo. That'll be on my last project. I'm going to keep this valve cover, but these other valve covers I'm going to replace and get the cool aluminum heat sink looking valve covers. I got brand new injectors put in. I'm using my old injection line. I bought the other one from Cummins, and it really wasn't that much bigger than the one I got on here now, so I just took it back because it was like $100. It was ridiculous. Alright, this is coming off tomorrow. I get my from CXR or CRX Racing out of California. I'm getting Intercooler, and that's gonna come run. And I'm going to have to cut and mount and all that, and I'll get a video of that. Got my power steering cooler hooked back up. No, I don't have vacuum. Might do it in the future, but for now, I just need to get this thing running out of time. Alright. That's it for up here. Alright. So, here's the big problem that I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is a Getrag 360. This is a 1991 engine mounting plate, the bell housing, the Getrag 360, and the DHD 241 transfer case. Well, the bad news is this Getrag will not work in a 98 Chevy 1-ton dually. The reason why is because of the slave cylinder mounting is directly in the path of the four-wheel drive shaft going up front, and the slave cylinder sticks out so far that it hits the darn drive shaft U-joint coming out of the front differential. So I got a guy who's on his way right now from Indianapolis, Indiana, named Jim Clark. This guy's been rebuilding transmissions for years, and he's an expert on the Getrag, the NV 4500. He's the one who rebuilt that. I never even used it. So he's driving down right now, and he's got the whole conversion package to install into my truck. So what you need is, you need the NV4500 and the MP205. I can use this, and if I don't use the four-wheel drive much, it's alright. But he's driving all the way down. He's bringing the whole setup, the NV4500 with the MP205, and they're indestructible. They're all gear driven. There's no chains. And the 241, it's not bad, but I guess what he was telling me was the problem is that these shaft seals leak, and they have a drip, 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 drip every now and again. But by the time you go to use your darn four-wheel drive and that chain starts spinning, and if you're low on fluid in there, it just burns the chain right up, stretches it out, and then the whole thing's toast. So I don't even want to mess with that. I've spent so much money already that I'm just going to do it right. So he's going to come get all this in the morning, and I'm going to get that whole new setup. Alright, check this out. This is my clutch from Kentucky Clutch. See if I can get a focus. It says heavy duty CFW2 8950051, and this is an oversized new flywheel. It's a little rusty because I put it in last summer. What is it now? It's April 5th, and I put this in last August. Never even got this truck running yet. Problem after problem, running out of money. It's just crazy. So I got ceramic on one side, Kevlar on the other side, organic, oversized. I think they said this clutch is rated for like 900 horsepower, which is ridiculous because I'm only going to have like 300 or 400 horse. I just want to pull without overheating. I'm not trying to do anything crazy, but I want to have the capability. You always want to plan ahead, right? So my injection pump, my new P7100 injection pump is coming on Monday. So tomorrow I'm going to get the transmission, all that back in. I'm going to get this pump pulled off, put the engine at top dead center, and I'm going to have everything ready to go. So right when that injection pump comes in, throw this injection pump in and fire her up. See what happens, Alright, check this out. Pensacola diesel, $580. I got the complete mechanical lift pump delete kit. Here's the relay wires. This is the air dog. Look at this hose. It's crazy. This is some heavy duty fuel delivery hose. What is this? 1/2 inch diameter. Look at that. Jeez. It's crazy. Talk about overkill. Like tractor pulling type stuff. And this, you got your water separator, fuel filter, heavy duty. Thing is crazy. You know what? I'm doing it right. No more doing it half-ass and then having to go back and, you know what I mean? It's just a waste of time and money. It's crazy. Alright. Got all that put ready to go. Some miscellaneous parts. So, I bought the truck for my dad for 10 grand. Motor blew up. When my dad had it, he lost an oil cooler line and the engine blew up in like a minute after that. And then bought a brand new motor from Bostic Diesel, which I highly do not recommend. Don't even deal with those people, man. Bostic Diesel are some bad, shady people. and I can say that confidently. I was on the phone with him like 15 different times trying to get the warranty that the motor that they sold us for $4,500. It was a brand new block, yeah, and remanufactured heads with all used internal components. They had pistons in there that didn't even match each other. Absolutely ridiculous. When I took it apart, the motor blew up, like I said in my other videos, and I had to cut my floorboard out. It's not the cleanest cut, but whatever. Check it out. Crew cab. Look at this bad boy. I'm gonna get some seat covers for back there so the kids and my wife and stuff will be comfortable. I kinda wish I had bucket seats up front, but this is cool too. Yeah, I'm in the Navy. My dad owned this truck and he was in the Navy too. Check out my new stickers I got from eBay. These are pretty awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Now this is a real truck. Now, the real motor put in here. Well, I guess from start to finish, I'll just go through real quick the whole rundown. The motor blew up in the truck, and for the second time, and just decided, you know what, the heck with it. I'm not even gonna deal with this a third time. So I took the 6.5 out, took the whole drivetrain out, saved some of it for pieces. The automatic 480EL, it's an okay transmission, just tossed it, sold it to the junkyard to get money to get a good transmission. Manual, I wanted a manual transmission, better fuel mileage, more horsepower, better torque, all the way around, right? Anyway, on Craigslist I got this 91 5.9 Cummins, had 100,000 miles on it. Took the whole motor apart except for the pistons, the crank, and all that. Replaced all the gaskets on that I could. Just about every single gasket on it. And then just started the groundwork from up there. I want to tell you guys, if you guys are going to do this, if you're going to do this conversion, plan on about $6,000, maybe more, maybe up to 10. I bought the truck for 10 from my dad, and I have well over 6,000 in this whole conversion. I bought the motor, I got lucky. I got the motor 1,500, but then the conversion kit for the motor mounts and all those brackets that you see, the pulley, the brackets, the directions, all that was like, with shipping from Montana, it was like almost $1,200. Then, and the belts, they even sent the belts. Then I had to buy the idler tensioner, all the hoses, the clutch, the flywheel, the whole new gasket sets, the air dog aftermarket thing. Now this whole conversion, transmissions and all that, that's pretty penny right there, $2,500, which is not a bad deal at all. If you go online, you really research the NV4500. It's a highly sought after transmission, and there's very few available. And just to buy fluids to put in this bad boy. Right now, it's on sale for $11.99 at Advanced Auto Parts. So I went down and bought like 6 jugs. I got some good oil filters. I'm gonna run the oil probably for about a half an hour and then drain it. And then I'm gonna, after I go through these filters, I'm gonna switch over to the Fleet Guard, which I heard are the best. Check this out. goes in your transfer case. Mobil 1 full synthetic. And then in your engine, not engine, but transmission, full synthetic 5W30. Mobil 1 or Castrol's good. I've used it at my Equinox for about 5 years now, and the engine still runs like a top. Rotella has better specs than Delvac as far as breakdown, wear, and all that, if you go online and compare them. But this was like $18 and that was $12. So, you know. For the coolant, distilled water, I'm gonna start up the engine and just keep flushing out everything, and when it's finally completely flushed, I'm gonna replace it with antifreeze and distilled water so it doesn't rust and get all nasty in there. The transmission, right? You know, you got these forks up here that slide the different gears inside. This transmission calls for, I want to say 6 or 7 quarts, and I overfill it by 1.5 quarts, about a quart and a half. And what that'll do is when you're towing very heavy loads, it's going to help lubricate these forks and all that stuff up here even more. You know, there's no pump in here, so it's not pressurized. But you don't want to fill it straight to the top, you know what I mean, because it expands and all that. But you do want to fill this bad boy up good and full. Help lubricate everything up top. That was problems in the past, especially with the newer Dodges, those new G35 or 38 transmissions like my dad has in his 07 Dodge. Man, he went through 4 transmissions. Finally went online and researched it for him, found out that he needed to add an extra 1.5 quarts in his. Since he's done that, he hasn't burned out a transmission, and it's been working great for him. Remember, full synthetic, guys. You know, maybe not with the engine, but with the transfer case and the transmission, full synthetic. You know, if you're going to have an expensive truck, you know, if you want it to last, go with the good stuff. Don't wimp out. And then online too, on the NV4500 and the Getrag, which the Getrag is a really good transmission too, but they make these mounting plates and take off these PTO covers and these heat sinking plates. So if you're really going to be towing heavy loads all the time, you want that transmission to stay cooler. They had these heat sinks about that 2-3 inches out. Then you just take this plate, put it on the back part of that, bolt it back up, you know, put your gaskets on, and you do that on both sides, and it'll help cool the tranny down more for you. Well, that's about it for now. When I get more progress on it, she should be done by Wednesday at the latest. So we'll see. I'll take those off. It was a great idea, but I have to go use the other motor mounts for the 4500. Alright guys, if you guys got any questions, I think my YouTube allows it to put comments or something, I don't know. But I wanted to post everything that I had to let you guys know what's going on, so you guys have a good idea of what to look for, what to watch out, and save money as much as possible. So, alright guys, you guys take care, have a good night, God bless y'all. Alright, bye.